tasty as hell.
Meatballs are dry.
Sorry. And these noodles are a little crunchy.
I'm sure he intended to do that, right?
What I don't understand is how someone who works as a cook can make such a dry meatball.
It's different when you cook at home.
The difference is that at work you actually try. Well, come on! Meatball and macaroni casserole! What kind of dish is that?
I like my meatballs dry!
Excuses.
Look at what we have brewing here, Judy. And honestly, got this fight right before our eyes.
Phil, I'd say this one has been brewing for quite some time now. The way these two have been bottling up their feelings for so long has really picked up this maelstrom of a relationship.
And how lucky are we to witness the crashing waves of such a storm. I tell you, Judy, I'm as excited as a prisoner on conjugal visit day.
The competition is fierce, Phil. There's no doubt in my mind that we're in for one hell of a battle. In this corner, we have the champion, weighing in at a spelt 110 Debbie. The beauty of her frightening good afternoon episode has made opponents tremble in fear and shake with remorse.
And in this corner, in the torn jeans, we have the challenger. His appalling insensitivity and legendary lack of motivation has been a constant source of conflict in this relationship. I think this could be the spoiler for this couple. If Debbie can't learn to keep her mouth shut and Henry can't learn to satisfy her needs, this could be the end.
I'll have to disagree with you on that one, Phil. This is no championship. Don't kid yourself into thinking this is anything more than an exhibition match.
You may have a point there, Judy. Debbie is way too attached to break it off with him, and we all know how much of a pussy Henry is.
And here we go. It looks like the initial stare down may be coming to a close, and it's time to get this fight underway.
I'm right with you, babe. Let's watch this fireball of madness.
Can't do anything right, can I? Nothing is ever good enough for you.
No, it's just that nothing that you do is ever good enough.
Well, let's see you bending over backwards to do anything for me. At least I
You
try.
always try, but you never accomplish what you try. You always fail miserably.
And Debbie comes out swinging. She went straight for the self-esteem on that one.
This attempt to emasculate him is a little premature in my opinion. Although these are strong words, there is no established basis to them apart from the dry meatball and crunchy casserole. Such a broad generalization can really hurt her chances of winning if she doesn't back it up really quick.
I think his incompetence is well established, though. It's that naive clumsiness that makes us all love Henry in the first place. I suppose it's easier to tolerate his lovable stupidity when you're not his girlfriend.
Well, do you think he's going to go on the defensive because of that first blow?
That's what Debbie wants, but I don't think he'll fall for it. His comments on how she doesn't do anything for him was a little weak.
It's sort of the, I know you are, but what am I comeback that was so popular in the 6th grade.
There is some truth to it, though. I think it was thrown out there to nullify her point.
Oh, it's starting again.
I am sick and tired of hearing how I can't do anything right. When I met you, you were a rat. I don't remember the first time I saw you when you weren't drunk, you had no job, you weren't in school, you were still recovering from what's-his-name. And what a winner he was! I swear, Debbie, if I'm as much of a loser as you say I am, you must have some pretty low fucking standards.
Oh, amazing! Debbie is looking a little dazed.
I don't know, his technique of using sarcasm to insult her tastament is an interesting one, seeing how he's sort of insulting himself.
Well, sort of.
Kinda.
In a way.
But the use of the F word at so early a time can be dangerous. It is rather inappropriate.
Rather, it's so early a time.
Could we be seeing the emergence of the rumored monster inside of Henry?
What monster would that be, Judy?
You know, the one you said would rear its ugly head when Henry finally snapped?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh no, we are not going to turn this into another one of those if I suck so bad and why are you still with me discussions. Instead of curling up into a little ball and lashing up with the same old shit, why don't you open up your ears and listen for once?
This is crazy. We have people here.
That's it. Hide like a frightened little animal. It is never a good time to talk about this.
You're always drunk when I'm talking about this.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes.
I am not.
We've hit a snag. This is weak. The action was getting rather intense, and it's turned into a ping-pong game of yes, I have and no, I haven't.
Well, that's what it looks like on the surface, Judy, but I must say that Henry made a good play there.
How was that?
Well, he was about to be backed into a corner. His strategy, which relied on putting himself down, backfired. Debbie tore into him really good after that one, and he had to compose himself before it got any worse, referring to her glug glug problem.
And boy, does she have a problem with that. Glug glug all day long. Remember Marcus's party?
Oh, yes. She was sauced, I tell you, folks. I have never seen so much vomit project across a room before. And then she dragged him to his car with that look in her eyes.
Just remember, it was that exact look that got them together in the first place.
Anywho, he distracted her by bringing up her drunkenness. She's likely to be on the defensive now. Let's see if he has the balls to carry through.
Don't drink, huh?
I didn't say.
Remember Marcus's party?
Here we go!
Not really.
Then let me fill you in. You bombed like 7 beers because you had to prove to everybody that you were the queen bitch! You just had to prove to everybody that you could hold your alcohol. Needless to say,
What's the point?
the point, my dear, is coming up. Do you want to hear it or not?
I
Needless to say, you were drunk. And then you got that look in your eyes.
What look?
The I'm drunk, tell me. Then you puked all over the living room. Then you dragged me out to my car. You smelled like puke. I protested because you were very unattractive at that point.
Oh, I have had sex with you when you were disgustingly drunk. I never complained.
Sex would have been fine! What you did was grab me by the back of the head and force me to go down on you.
So you like going down on me?
You were wearing a dark-colored skirt. Street lights are kind of dim. I tasted something weird. I smelled something weird, and I started gagging. Choking. I tried to pull away, but you just grabbed my hair and wrapped your legs around my head.
I'm still not seeing.
You had started your period! By the time you let me come up for air, I'd swallowed, but a pint has been screeched!
I didn't know that. Oh, that's revolting.
He definitely has a strong argument there.
On the other hand, it's not like she did it on purpose. I mean, she probably didn't know she was bleeding, am I right? I mean, you guys don't feel that, do you? I think Henry's was that he couldn't come up for air. It is hard to get away when their legs are red.
There?
It's not fair! It's not fair! This is the first time you mentioned it to me. I didn't.
I only brought it up because it exemplifies our relationship.
Excuse me? You are such a. Is that what you think of our relationship?
Yeah, you hold me tight against your pussy so you can bleed my mouth and choke me while you're at it.
That just added a little zig-zag to this whole
I have no doubt that this little scuffle's about to turn into an all-out thermonuclear war, and I'm ecstatic. But before we continue, let's first talk about the flaws in Henry's attack.
Well, first of all, he began making metaphors.
Yes, that's just fun. Help me out here, Phil.
Moronic.
And brain.
Retarded.
It's not just that he's making metaphors, though. He's being way too hard.
Extreme varsity, baby!
She's gonna make him feel real bad about that one.
As well she should. What I'm thinking now is that it's Debbie's turn to nail him with something awful and disgusting that he did.
He is rather insensitive.
And now would be the time for her to confront him with that. He has exposed his throat, and I think she should go for it.
I'm holding you against my pussy, am I? You're lucky you ever get to see my pussy with the way that you treat me. How many times have I come to you in tears only to be greeted with the customary "what's wrong this time"? Has it ever occurred to you that I depend on you for emotional support? I mean, I need you to be there for me.
I am there for you.
No, you are not. You are not. You are not. Every time I get upset, you think it's funny.
I can't help it. You get upset over the funniest thing. You cry when you have no matching socks. You cry about screwed up drive-through orders. Everything is a tragedy to you.
That's because it's not the drive-thru orders and the matching socks that make me cry. Those are just the things that set me off. Everything just piles up. And if you would pay attention to everything else that's going on, you would know that it's not the socks that are you listening.
Yes, I'm listening.
Then what did I just say?
Watch out, Henry. the
I
rose.
can't wait to hear what he says next.
Well, you were talking about
You see? You thought that the period thing exemplified our relationship? You were wrong. This is our relationship. I'm talking to you. I'm shouting out to you. I'm looking you right in the eyes and you aren't even listening. You don't care about me. You don't get two shits about what I go through.
And that's the end of the first round, and what a round it was!
Let's see what's going on.
Alright, man, how you doing?
I don't care. I really do. I'm just so tired of being angry at me all the time. It's not that I wasn't listening. I mean, I was just thinking about what we said before, and I was trying to make sense out of it.
She's talking a million miles a minute to throw you off. Get your guard up. It's okay to interrupt if you have something to say.
Oh, I can't kick that fast. I'm afraid if I just start spouting out words, I'll say something I'll regret, like the period thing.
Yeah, that was dumb. Look, dude. She loves you. She can't live without you. You're a knight in shining armor. You are a god to her.
I don't know. I'd like to think that I am. Just not sure. Why do we have to fight all the time?
Oh, it's a shitty fact of life, man. Women thrive on conflict. They're evil. Well, don't tell her what you're telling me.
Hey girl, how you doing?
What is his ribs and How can I not? I'm screaming and he's not even listening.
Then stop screaming! You're scaring him. Remember, men don't have the mental capacity to put the toilet seat down. I expect them to talk and think at the same time.
Oh, I hate this. You can't take a fight.
So what do you want? You want someone who likes to fight? You want him to pick a fight with you
It would be better than having
every
a frightened child as a boyfriend.
That's not what you thought when you were with Bill. He was mean to you. He was downright cruel to you. He was controlling of you. Henry, despite his faults, means well and would never intentionally hurt you. He loves you, girl, and would... Do you love him?
Yeah. No, I do. I love that idiot.
Remember that.
All right, Debbie. So you say you're going through a lot. I know you are. I'm not as dumb as you think I am. But how many of these things are my fault?
I don't know.
You see, the thing is, when you have a problem, I get the impression that you're blaming me.
Oh, really? You are such
I'm talking. Don't interrupt me.
He took my advice, I don't believe it.
You know the calm tone in his voice? I think that's the best decision he's made yet.
I wonder if he's using a calm tone to get her guard down, or if he sincerely wants to see this fight come to a solid conclusion.
I wish I could solve all of your problems. I can't. I just feel bombarded by them all the time and I can't handle it.
Can't handle. You mean you can't handle me?
That's not what I'm saying. I just see you in so much pain and I hate seeing that.
Pain. I'll show you pain.
Wait a minute. What was that?
I wasn't expecting that.
She is not going to calm him down this
I
time.
think she took the calm tone as a means of diffusing her most powerful weapon, rage.
If she allows him to pacify her, she's likely to back down. She can't let that happen.
But if she acts with too much fury, the lines of communication that Henry is trying to open will be closed forever.
I can't believe this. I'm
What
trying to.
about all of the times you explained in very explicit detail to all of your friends what we do in bed?
What? Shit.
Am I some sexual object for you to conquer? Am I some hill for you to climb so you can stand on top and proclaim to the world, hey everybody, I'm screwing this hill?
You know that's
I
not-
know that's all you talk about unless you're complaining about me.
How do you know that?
I know everything.
Does he really do that now?
Hey, don't drag me into
Come on,
this.
Bill, let it out.
Well, he does complain about her a lot.
What about the sex thing?
Well, now that I think about it, that's the only time he has something good to say about her.
You're kidding me. I never thought Henry would be that shallow.
Hold on there. He's not shallow. His friends, we're shallow. Talking about sex makes it feel cool and accepted. How would you feel if everybody kept telling you were pussy whipped?
Are you taking sides?
No.
If I didn't talk about sex, then all I would do was complain. You know why?
Indulge me.
Because sex is the only good part of our relationship. The only time I feel like you care about me is when we're in the sack.
Henry, what are you doing?
This could be the end.
I can't believe...
Asshole! You disagree?
Huh?
Think about it. It's the only time you're not trying to start an argument with me, and it's the only time I'm really attentive to your needs. We can't stand each other when we're not having sex.
No, that is not...
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong!
Tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I'm not sure what to say.
I think a big revelation has taken place here.
An epiphany, if you will.
You own a thesaurus. Good for you.
Now we know we're looking at a relationship based on sex and conflict.
That's awful.
Is it? Maybe that's what they both need at this point in their lives. I mean, we can't entertain the notion that they're going to get married or anything.
So a shallow, angry relationship is what they both need right now?
I think we'll find out in a second. The tension is so thick.
Couldn't cut it with a chainsaw.
Look at how they circle each other, waiting for an opening.
Unsure of when to attack.
Unsure of whether to attack or not.
Here we go.
Big finale.
So you think I'm sexy, huh?
Baby, you make me hot.
Really?
God, yes.
I love you.
And I did it. Oh,
Say it, bitch!
okay! I love you!
Well, folks, this fight is over.
And what a rip-roaring good fight it was.
A shaky fight with a shaky conclusion. Well, folks, this is Judy.
And I'm Phil.
And that's all we have for you today. We better get out of here for now, but don't worry.